What's going on, guys? Testing here. Welcome to Far Cry 5. Today I'm talking about whether you should buy this game or not. So let's get started. So yeah, this is a quick review of the game, giving you my thoughts and opinions on it based on my experience with the game. I played this game for quite some time, so I thought I'd share with you my opinion so that you would decide whether you should buy it or not, whether this game is right for you or not. But yeah, a quick warning, this is entirely based on my personal opinion from the experience I've had with this game, so you might have a different opinion than mine. Is completely fine, but this is just based on my opinion. I got this game a few days ago. I played it for quite a while. I'm just giving you my complete honest opinion on it and giving you, a bit of information about whether this game is good or bad, what is good about it, what is bad about it, but it's based on my personal opinion, so you might actually find what I think is good bad and what I think bad is good. So yeah, whatever it is, but yeah, it's entirely based on my personal opinion, so don't get salty about it. But anyways, yeah, without further ado, let's get right into reviewing this game and discussing whether you should buy it or not. So yeah, let's get right to it. So basically what this game is about is that you are in an island full of murderous thugs and you kill them, obviously. So yeah, that's the first information you need to know about this game, is that you kill these damn thugs. It's an amazing open world game that's full of adventure, and you get to ride planes, you get to ride cars, you get to ride whatever you want. The combat in this game is absolutely amazing, whether it's on foot and by guns against other players or on the plane or whatever. I just crashed. I would also like to point out that the driving mechanics in this game are absolutely amazing. Like seriously, whether it's on planes or cars, like seriously, the driving mechanics are really good. In the game you recruit a lot of NPCs to fight for you, which is also really cool. They're not very well made though, I mean, when you're talking to them, you'll feel like you're talking to some sort of a robot with no emotions, but still, it's kind of a cool addition to the game. Also, the game has a lot of different weapons that you could use. I actually absolutely love the bow in this game, but there are a ton of different types of weapons that you could use wherever you want. The combat in this game feels amazing. The physics actually feel amazing. The graphics are absolutely phenomenal. They are not exactly as great as, for example, Assassin's Creed Origins, but still the graphics are really cool and amazing, and I absolutely love it. The characters in this game are pretty ugly, like this woman right in front of me. Like, look at her, what the hell is that face about? But it doesn't really matter. There are many different types of weapons that you can get in this game and even customize to your needs. I would also like to point out that the characters in this game are really well written. I mean, I know I just said that the NPCs that you recruit are kind of boring, but the characters inside the story are actually well written. Obviously, I'm not gonna say anything about the details because I don't want to spoil anything of the story for you. But yeah, the characters in this game are really amazing, and you're gonna see a great villain in this game. I still believe that Vaas is the greatest villain that ever existed in Far Cry series ever, but still, the villain in this game is really great, and I kind of liked him as well. Also, this game is full of intense and hilarious moments, especially that you can now cooperate with your friends, so that's actually a plus. So you'll get a lot of intensive moments and amazing moments with your friends. And one more thing I would like to add is that the healing in this game is kind of improved from the previous ones. In the previous games, the healing was kind of ridiculous, but now they actually improved it and made it kind of relatable to the situations, No more you have a bit of fall damage, so you simply remove a bullet from your hand. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, this is actually not existing in the game anymore. Also, this game has amazing wildlife system. You can hunt animals and then skin them and sell their skins, or you can pet an animal and recruit him to fight for you. So whatever it is you want, there are a lot of possibilities, which improves the adventures that are going to happen in this game, and you will get a lot of hilarious moments with all these possibilities happening. Also, this game has a ton of side things to do, so you'll get distracted a lot from the story missions, and you will always do side quests and side things that has nothing to do with the story. It's an open world game that you will enjoy doing the side things a lot. Look at me sneaking at that motherfucker, and he has no idea that I'm there, and bang, there we go. I love these things, I love these stealthy kind of actions. So as you can see, there are a ton of different methods for you to kill your enemies with bows or with guns or by taking them down from behind or whatever it is. You can use any method you like, a shotgun or whatever. So yeah, this is a truly open world game that allows you to make your own decisions and play the way you actually are comfortable with, which is really cool. Alright, so I basically stated all the positive things that I believe exist in this game. I stated the open world, amazing adventures, and the amazing combat system and physics, and the wildlife system, and your complete freedom in choosing how you fight your enemies, whether with a certain weapon or by taking them down from behind or with a bow or whatever. So now that I've said all the positive things, I think it's about time for me to state the negative things I believe exist in this game. I just died. Alright, so as I was saying, I stated all the positive things I believe exist in this game, so it's about time for me to say the negative things that I do not really like. First of all, the multiplayer in this game is not very good for now, you know? I mean, it might be a bit better later, but for now the multiplayer is not really good. Basically what the multiplayer is about is that it's a bunch of arcade games that are designed by other players or other creators inside the game, you know, regular players who are creators. And this arcade is actually a bunch of maps that are created by them and a bunch of missions that you create. And yeah, it's actually fine designing these things and creating these things, but playing them, well, not very good. But like I said, we can't judge it now because the game is just released a few days ago. So maybe in the future the arcade designed levels are going to be a bit better and the multiplayer will be more interesting. I don't know, it even might have a bit of replay value. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that it's too early for us to judge this arcade multiplayer now because people didn't get the time to actually make good levels. But there might be better arcade designed levels in the future and the multiplayer might be a bit interesting. We'll see what's up. The other thing I don't like much about this game is that it's not exactly challenging or hard, you know? I mean, the game is fairly easy and not exactly some sort of a competitive first-person shooter game, you know? It's just a simple open world game where you just mess around and have some fun. It's kind of cool and interesting and refreshing, but still it's not exactly competitive. There are 3 difficulty levels in the game. I played the hardest and still it's not really that hard. So yeah, this is a downer in this game, is that it's not challenging or hard, it's just fun, you know? The other thing I do not like much about this game is that it's not exactly a huge difference from the previous ones, you know? I mean, it's better than the previous Far Cry games, but still it's not exactly revolutionary. I mean, it's basically the same Far Cry, just in a new map with new weapons. Yes, it's better. Yes, it's better. I'm not saying it's not. But I actually want a fresh, new experience in the Far Cry series, you know? Not the same exact thing with better stuff. I kind of was expecting from Far Cry 5 to be something different. I don't know if you get or understand what I'm trying to say, but what I'm saying is that it's the same old thing, just improved, you know? But I really wanted something that is like a fresh new experience, but they didn't really give me that. But yeah, it's better than the previous games. Hold on, I take this back. This game is not better than the previous games. I still believe that Far Cry 2 is the best game in the entire series, you know? So I would say this is the second best one. Also, there is something that's actually bothering me, which is that people in Montana, which are supposedly people who are living in this game, have southern accents, which is not realistic at all. Alright, I forgot to mention something, is that this game is the first Far Cry game that has full customization for your character, which is obviously something good. Also, the fighting with the wild animals is much improved and much more realistic and has better animation than it ever had before. I would like to add one more thing in the negative things in this game, is that when you cooperate with a friend, you actually progress in the game, but he doesn't. Like if you and the friend who actually joined the game with you play a certain mission, you will progress this mission, but he would not, and you will have to repeat it all over again when he leaves. And that's obviously not a good thing at all, because your friend will not have much of a reason to join your game because he would not gain anything. So yeah, that's kind of a mistake. Now that I added a negative thing, let's add another positive thing, is that the wildlife is the best I've seen in any other game ever. Like, the animals in this game act so realistically. Look at these 2 bears that are fighting each other to death, or eating each other, or killing each other, or whatever. I don't know what the reason is, but really the wildlife in this game is actually really good. Like, I really like the way animals react and animals interact with each other or with you in this game. They actually made this in a really perfect way. Like, honestly, I sometimes just completely ignore the missions and even the side quests and just go out into the forest and, you know, go into an adventure. There are a lot of things that you can do. Hunting animals and skinning them, or cooperating with an animal and make him your friend, or killing a random person that is driving a truck for no reason, whatever it is. There are a lot of fun things that you could do in the forest in this game, you know? There is a lot of wildlife adventures that you can get yourself into. So hands down, one of the best wildlife adventure experiences I've ever seen in a video game ever. I mean, it's not the best, I would not say it's the best, but it's definitely one of the best. I would also love to point out one more time that I fucking love this bow. Anyways, I basically stated everything I wanted to state in this game. I said all the positive things and all the negative things that I believe exist in this game. I forgot to mention that you can also buy cars or trucks in this game. You can buy pretty much anything in this game. You can buy a vehicle, whether it's a car or a truck or whatever. You can buy weapons, you can buy ammo, you can even hire guns. By hire guns, I mean that you can hire someone to fight for you, which is also pretty cool. Sort of like the sellsword in Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? You can also buy a beach buggy, which is really cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to buy a beach buggy? It's the best thing ever. I actually absolutely love traveling with a beach buggy, you know? It's my favorite transportation vehicle in this game. Anyways, that's it about the review. So this is basically an amazing wildlife open world adventure game. You have a ton of enemies, but you also get a ton of allies who fight for you. And by the way, these allies are extremely useful because, as you can see, when you die, they can actually save your life. Yes, as you can see, my ally right now is trying to save my life, and I'm gonna show you in a second how he's gonna do that. There you go, he actually saved me. So yeah, it's a really cool and interesting feature in this game, is that allies can save you, and allies are actually useful, unlike in other games where allies are just a weird pointless addition, you know. So it's a completely different story in this game. Allies are not pointless, they actually have a point, they can save you, they can do a lot of useful stuff. But yeah, overall the game is an amazing open world adventure, and you will have a lot of fun, and there is a lot of stuff to do other than the missions in this game. You'll get distracted a lot, you will just go and mess around just like in Grand Theft Auto, but in a wildlife kind of style. So let's go into the final verdict. So the final verdict, based on everything I've stated, all the positive things and all the negative things, I would say I would give it a 9 out of 10, you know. I mean, the game is almost perfect. It has a bit of flaws, but it's still an amazing open world game. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.